Hello everyone, Ryan here with Product Impressions. For those of you who have been following my channel for a little while ago, you might remember that I tried out a pair of Skullcandy headphones and was pleasantly surprised by the sound quality that they produce. They were some of the over-the-ear headphone ones called Venue. And so I figured I would try out another pair from Skullcandy. These are called Sesh. I'm guessing they're called that because it's meant for a workout session or something like that, but these are their completely wireless earbuds. So we are going to pop this open and see how they work. Let's start off by taking a look at the packaging here. So, truly wireless Sesh headphones, Bluetooth, 10 hours of battery life, and sweat, water, and dust resistant. Good things to know. Okay, let's see here. Can I do this without glare? Okay, instructions. Remove them from the package, stick them in their charger, the lights will turn red. Open up the charger, the lights will turn blue and they'll be in pairing, and pair with Sesh. And the general controls for these, looks like we have touch on both the left and right side headphones, which is perhaps a nice little innovation there. I hadn't seen that before. So let's see, left is volume down, go back, can activate the assistant, or play pause. So looks like hitting left is volume down or going back, right volume up, go forward, and either side can activate an assistant or do play pause. Alright, I've already cut the bottom open here, so let's pop this out. Looks like we've got usual kind of paperwork. Having trouble? We'll deal with it. User guide. Hopefully it's about as easy as the instructions say. Looks like we've got a standard little charging cord and headphones. It is micro USB, so pretty standard nowadays. Here we have the charger. Pretty nice, matte black, yeah, standard plastic, but looks reasonable. And alright, so that is what that looks like, and these little earbuds. One thing that I am noticing is that there is only one size of earplug included with this, so that is a little bit, I don't know if cheaper or economical is the right term to use, but you know, a lot of the other companies will include larger and smaller earbuds in case you need a slightly different size. It's really kind of stuck in there. And the earbud popped off, just trying to pull that out. So hopefully trying to get that back on. It was really stuck into the case that it shipped in. I pulled off the little earpiece trying to get it out of the case that it shipped in, and okay, there we go. Not a big deal. Something I just hadn't anticipated dealing with. All right, so pop the second one in there, and it seems to kind of magnet into place. Yeah, you can see that those are already red. I'm going to let these things charge up, and we'll see how they work. After a few days of use, I'm ready to give some thoughts on these headphones. So first off, this is what they actually look like when they're in. It's a very minimal design, not too obtrusive or obvious. They generally, audio-wise, sound very good. I didn't notice any real issues with the sound quality. The bass level and the encompassing nature of the sound isn't what you would get from something that actually cups over the ear. But as far as being isolating, the little rubberized earpieces do seem to work very well for that. Let's go ahead and take them out so that I can actually hear myself talk and how loud I am. As far as the battery life is concerned, you will get about 2.5 hours off of a single use, at which point they then have to go back into the case for recharging, and I believe that's where their whole 10-hour thing is coming from, is you can do this 4 times before the battery in this dies and could no longer charge the actual earbuds themselves. putting them in and out of this little case is very easy. It's magnetized. They almost automatically snap into place. If it's slightly off, you just touch it a little bit and it gets lined up really easily. Another consideration with these is actually the touch controls. I'm guessing that you can't actually hear it, but these are not just sensing buttons. They are actual, clicking, have to press buttons, which I'm actually finding I don't really like very much. I don't think it's even a matter of I'm used to using the touch controls on the Sony headphones or anything like that. My concern with these is that they go into the ear and then you have to really press on it in order to activate the button. I don't know if it's just my ear or if your experience may differ, but I find that it actually is very uncomfortable once it's actually in the ear to press on it hard enough to trigger the button. This is also a concern with respect to whatever you happen to be listening to. So it is 1 tap for play and pause, 2 taps on the right one here to increase the volume, left one will decrease the volume, and it's actually press and hold for a couple of seconds if you want to skip the track. That is perfectly fine for music. You can, touch it for a couple of seconds and then skip forward. But if you're listening to podcasts and you want to skip through advertising and things like that, if the podcast has like 2 minutes of advertising, it's like, okay, touch and hold for a couple seconds, touch and hold for a couple seconds, touch and hold for a couple seconds. At some point, it just becomes a lot easier to just pull out your phone, skip forward a little bit, and then go from there. Cost-wise, these are, the retail price on these is about $60. That seems pretty reasonable. I mean, these are the lightest and easiest to use of any of the in-ear headphones that I've tried. The sound quality is good. I don't think it's unreasonable. That being said, you can find these for sale. I was looking online right now on Best Buy. They're $45. I actually didn't check Amazon. I got notified recently that I don't drive enough traffic to actually qualify for their associates program. So the link below is not going to be an associates thing. The other thing that I should say is I misspoke with the initial unboxing about the sizes of the rubberized earpieces on here. Within the bag for, you've got the USB thing in there, and you can also see they do include other sizes of the headphones, the little rubberized earplugs as well. So if you need a different size, it does come with the next size smaller and the next size larger. I think I mentioned I have had issues with these in-ear headphones popping out of my ears in the past. I do feel these shift, which kind of reduces how isolating they are. They really have to be in order to be isolating. I do find that it's probably just me. One of them tends to shift a little bit more than the other one. For some reason, it's always my right ear tends to come out a little bit, and then it's not as isolating, which, if someone's trying to talk to you, hey, that's not a terrible thing. But if you are really trying to focus on what you're doing, it can be a little annoying sometimes. All right. That's my general thoughts on these Skullcandy headphones. I guess I can also drop these in, and you see they just snap right into place. Yep, little red lights popped up on there, so you can see that they're charging. And in about an hour or so, they should be good to go again. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. Please like, share, subscribe, and see you next time.